So I just got one simple question for y'all. First time watching this, take yourself back there. You seeing this bear in the first you seeing this eyeball just floating around. I don't know if you might think it's human or it's something else. Then you see this bear that matches the eye. Then you see it burnt up with no other explanation. It's some odd noir black and white. Were you asking yourself, yo, what the fuck is going on to start this season?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I I was trying to remember the timeline of when I watched How to Get Away with Murder, but I think I watched that after this. But I realize like I am a big fan of these like interesting flash forwards. Like, but it's done a little different there. It's kind of closing the gap, which I spoke about on my other show that I've done, where I pulled from that to try to write in that style. But yeah, this is by far it was. This is one of the lures. This is one of the popular things of Breaking Bad, and it gets you. It's you the artistic liberty they took to for season two right here, switch up their cold open in this way. It got me like, and then like I know
Mm-hmm.
Spike has talked about it in the other pod, but I won't say anything about it because I know it was spoiled. But Spike had talked about one of the visuals they got, and then we get it played out in a flashback of a later character that hasn't come yet. And I was like, it made me think. I said, "Damn, that was fire." So this is just visually uh, captivating, and then when you get into the episode, you're like, "Okay, I see what we doing." So
Mm.
I,
Got you.
I think one of you guys said this in one of the earlier episodes. This is where the corner starts to turn as this being a different show, like the
Mm-hmm.
artistic point of it, the camera angles. Like you wouldn't have got this off in season one. It also reminded me of Lost. Like that I think they did the flash forwards better than damn near anybody. And to see this, it gave me nostalgic Lost because I was a big Lost fan. Like, man, wait, what? Where we at? What's going on? So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it hit. It worked.
mm,
It was. I'm not gonna say anything because we try not to spoil. Um, I remember what happens, but I don't remember how we got there. Like I remember this cold open, but I don't remember how everything actually transpired with the event.
I don't even
And
remember.
You talking about
yeah, that's
right
what I'm
now today?
saying.
Y'all don't remember? Y'all know what that's from?
No, not me.
No,
Mm.
I know what that bear's from. I know what the bear's from. I don't remember how we got to the bear. Like you know what I mean? I can't remember. I remember vivid, not vividly, but
Vaguely.
vaguely some of the things that are going on this season. But I don't remember all the step by steps. And I said it a million times already. If you listen to our first 7 episodes, that's one of the exciting things for me about rewatching because I know I love the show, but I can't remember all the details like I do The Wire, like I do Sopranos, so on and so forth. You know, Insecure, all those shows that I've Game of Thrones, things that I watched countless times.
Mm,
Even actually, Game of Thrones probably ain't in there either. I probably only rewatched that once, so
okay,
I
that's
probably
fair.
don't know it like the back of my hand. But Spike, you made an interesting point. They couldn't have got this off season one, and that's one of the things I did notice. Like season one, I think they showed you Vince showed you it was a smart show, and I think now they're showing you it's a clever show. It's a
Mm.
thoughtful show. Like you know what I mean? And it made me think. I want to ask both of y'all this question: If Breaking Bad, if a show was a rapper, what rapper would Breaking Bad be? And by extension, it would be Vince Gilligan. The way they put the show together, the way they kind of piece it and they're thoughtful. I know that might be an odd question, but I'm curious to know what
It's
y'all would
not
think
that's not
about
that
that.
odd. Um, it's like a civilized. It's like a street or dope rapper that raps differently about dope to me.
Like
Like a
Pusha T?
conscious street nigga.
Pusha T. Pusha T comes off like he always knew though. There's got to be some rapper that kind of gives you both sides of it, where they didn't always.
Mine is Scarface.
Mm.
Storytelling, the cleverness, like you say,
Hmm,
dark but funny. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's pretty good.
Scarface is what, yeah.
Scarface.
For some reason, I'm saying DMX.
Huh? Why
That's
is
I don't
that?
know.
interesting.
It's just got some kind of gritty, unsuspecting, out of nowhere feel. Like when X came out, it had two number one albums in one year. His first two albums, You knew about him if you was kind of around in 96, 97, but kind of bust on the scene. Whoa. Um, my goodness.
It's about as bad as the last cold open we did.
Jesus Christ.
But man, fuck it, man. Let's get into the show. Welcome back to another episode of No More Half Measures. Breaking down Breaking Bad, hosted by your man's Rich, here with my brother Maurice Hunt III and the legend Spike Lou. Also my brother, he's not just a legend, also my brother. How y'all doing today, man?
Doing good, doing great.
Doing great, man. It's good to be back. Mocha Chino in the mix.
All right.
The honorable Spike Lou
in the mix.
in the
In the mix, was that on purpose?
of course.
Okay.
Intentionality is everything. Shirts coming soon.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough, man. Glad to be here with y'all. Glad to be breaking down and starting a new season of
Yeah.
Breaking Bad and No More Half Measures. For all of y'all out there listening or watching, we definitely appreciate you. Can't thank you enough for continuing to support us. Show us some love, leave comments, the whole nine. Please continue to do so as we roll on with this show. I will say it now and probably say it next week as well. We will be taking that week of Christmas off. So that Monday after Christmas, there will not be an episode. We're going to let y'all know in advance, but we will be dropping an episode the Monday after New Year. So we'll only have 1 week off and we'll get right back on the swing of things. But we'll still be back here this week and next week. Obviously this week because y'all listening to us right now. But with that being said, there will be spoilers and explicit content. And today we're here to discuss season 2 premiere 737. Premiered on March 8th, 2009, almost exactly 1 year to the date of the season 1 finale. It was directed by Bryan Cranston and it was written by Jay Roberts, the only season premiere not to be written by Vince Gilligan outside of the mid-season 5 premiere. Obviously, if you're looking to watch Breaking Bad, you can find it on Netflix. And Spike Lou. Well, actually, before you do that, we did have one comment I want to make sure I read. I knew something fell off. I was forgetting something. Got one comment, so it won't be a long one. We got this from R.L. Smith. Shout out to R.L. Smith. Great pod. It gives me a reason. Excuse me. Let me say the title of it. Selling the Meth TV show. Email starts, great pod. It gives me a reason to rewatch Breaking Bad again. Some questions for each of you. Has your circle of friends and family watched Breaking Bad? If not, do you try to recommend it to them? And how do you sell them on watching the show? My brothers watch Power, Snowfall, The Wire, Ozark, etc., but have not gotten around, air quotes, to watching Breaking Bad, even though they know it's a highly regarded TV series. Admittedly, I think they would struggle to grind through the first season, but it is all worth it for the payoff of the latter seasons. Keep up the good work, R.L. Smith. I don't know who wants to
Thank
answer
you
that
for
one
your
first.
email.
Mm-hmm.
How do you convince people to watch Breaking Bad? I mean, if they like all the shows that it sounded like they watched, this would be like they would have to tough out season 1, and it ain't that bad. But if you tell them that this is the backbone of all of those shows, damn near, and it's better probably than all of them, they should be in.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel about it.
Sorry, I never left the question. My bad. It was gonna burn me up, but I'm thinking about even Nas or Common. Sorry. To your question earlier about I couldn't let it go. I used to rap. I couldn't let it go. I'm thinking like Nas or Common, like, you know. But anyway. I just wouldn't try to be honest. Like I love Breaking Bad, but it's not a show that I'm gonna say, yo, you gotta check it out.
What show do you tell people they have to see?
Sopranos.
Other than that,
Snowfall.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if Snowfall is a must watch for me.
I ain't gonna say it's a
enjoyed it.
must.
Yeah.
But if you're saying like off the hip, like, what am I just gonna tell somebody like, yo, you gotta see this? It's I mean, I guess that's what come to mind. I mean,
That's interesting.
I probably,
There's no wrong answer. I'm just surprised.
RL, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, RL. First and foremost, you tell your brothers, man, y'all gonna respect my motherfucking acumen. Y'all gonna respect my taste in this shit, right? Breaking Bad is the top 3 show of all time. Y'all
That's true.
motherfuckers can't say y'all like shit and y'all don't want to watch Breaking Bad. Don't hit me with, I don't want to hear none of y'all motherfucking suggestions. Don't tell me what show is hot. I don't give a fuck. Y'all ain't watch Breaking Bad, stop talking to me. That's how you approach it, and get them niggas to watch that shit tomorrow. Fuck all that struggling through season 1.
He took it to the streets.
Be all the way real. Be all the way real with these niggas,
You
man.
right.
I don't even respect what you telling me right now because you ain't seen Breaking Bad. Imagine that. Imagine a motherfucker trying to talk to you about movies and they ain't seen Pulp Fiction.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like, shut the fuck up. You ain't seen Shawshank, nigga. Stop talking to me.
exactly. Yeah,
So
no doubt.
shout out to your brothers, though. Shout out to your brothers, man, because we want them to watch and we want them to listen to this show.
Shout out to my
shout
brother,
out
though.
to them. But
Other
RL,
than-
that's how you approach it. That's my advice for you. That's how
Yeah,
I would
for
tell
you,
my
Rich.
friends.
What is it for you other than The Wire? Like, what's up?
What show you gotta watch?
You tell people like you gotta watch this once you realize they ain't seen it.
You gotta watch Sopranos. You gotta watch Breaking Bad. You gotta watch Game of Thrones.
Mm.
You gotta watch. Is it a gotta watch? Yeah, because it's underrated. You'll be surprised at how well you like it. You gotta watch Friday Night Lights.
Friday, yeah, that's a good one.
Like Friday Night Lights is the ultimate. I had no idea I was gonna like this show this much when I started it.
That's Seinfeld for me. I probably would say, hey, you got to watch this. Watch it and watch a few episodes. And it's a rough first season as well. So I was like, hey, once you get it, it's on. Like, trust me.
Yeah.
Mine is the Netflix, Top Boy. Gotta watch that.
You've been pushing that.
Have to watch that.
I put that there with
Have
Snowfall.
to watch that.
It's like, do I?
That's a fair. That's fair.
But I like
because everybody ain't gonna like it because
of
of the accents and shit. Like I can see somebody saying I can't get into it because of the accents. But yeah, well, I'll probably be not Snowfall. Excuse me. That one, what I just said, Boardwalk, because I feel like not enough people have watched Boardwalk Empire.
Okay.
And it's new, but it's in this category already. I don't even know if y'all watch it, but they cook it right now. That's Mayor of Kingstown. You have to watch that.
Hey, we need to come over to We Got Y'all and have this general TV conversation. Like I feel like we need to come over there.
Rachel will be down for that.
Yeah, I think it's we can have some kind of. Yeah.
I'm waiting on the invite, man. Y'all don't invite me on y'all shows, man.
Man, you ain't got no time. What are you talking about, bro?
You've been on We Got Y'all. You've been on We Got Y'all. You talk Game of Thrones with us for an episode, House of Dragon.
Yeah, we did.
I showed it. Yeah, I know.
You gotta remember.
Hey, that 50 bacon kicking in, boy.
Hey,
yeah.
With that being said, Spike Lou, let's jump into the episode, man. What we got? What's the synopsis for this week?
All right, man. Here's a synopsis for season 2, episode 1. Was it 757? So Walt and Jesse 737. So Walt and Jesse cook a blue batch and Tuco wows out. That causes an interesting string of events to happen that throws everybody for a loop. Marie cannot get Skylar on the phone, and Hank tries to fix this. Also, Hank realizes there's a new cook in town. This is season 2, episode 1 of No More Half Measures, Breaking Bad Review Podcast.
Yes,
we are back, fellas. We are back. Season 2 is upon us. And before we even get into the scenes, what was your feeling when you... I remember last week's episode, I said, hey, I can understand if you weren't necessarily ready to jump back into season 2. Maurice, you and myself, we didn't watch it in real time. So how did you feel getting ready to watch this for the binge? And were you already kind of wearing thin on it, or were you all in at this point?
You're talking about back then?
Yeah, back to your first watch.
It was just a roller coaster. It kept me. I was in and I was out. Then I was in and I was out. And at that time, I just started watching Walking Dead around the same time. So I would bounce back between the two shows. But I was like, it's still something that is there. I just couldn't quite figure it out. And there was these little scenes and these little parts, like getting rid of the body. The stakes were there in season 1 in moments. I think the structure of it throws it off a little bit for me. It is a Vince Gilligism, if that's a word. I made that up. but which
Fair
works and
enough.
it fits his style now that we see throughout both this series and Better Call Saul and I imagine Pluribus. But I just felt disconjointed, so that's why I was like, dang, they get into it immediately and then they drop off, and we get more civilian gang, and then we come back to street gang again with him and this scene that we're getting into that was at the finale. So it was enough that it's like, yeah, but I want to see what other scenarios they get into, and that's what brought me back.
Can I ask y'all real quick? What show is better between the two?
Saul.
All
I
right.
don't even think it's
So
close either.
so but all right, but here's the thing. So I was really thinking about this earlier this week, and a lot of Saul's success is based on the fact that we know these characters from this show. Like they're captivating to the point where, oh, I recognize them. If you were introducing them for the first time, Saul doesn't hit the same.
Yep.
But since you know them and you kind of know they arc, and it's like meeting friends before you knew them, like or looking at photo albums before you met someone, like, oh snap, you know look different, whatever the case was, or you move different. I think that has a lot to do with the success. Um, I'm not saying you're wrong by any means, but I do think that's a big advantage for Better Call Saul.
I agree with that. And one of the reasons that I agree with that is also one of the reasons why I think this was Saul is better. I remember my first time watching or trying to start Saul, it took me at least 4 or 5 tries to get through season one. And the only reason I stuck with it is because of what you're saying. I was so committed. Like I like Saul. It got to be better than this.
Mm-hmm.
So I stuck it out. And I didn't realize that Better Call Saul. I've watched Better Call Saul probably 3 times all the way through.
Sheesh.
And I didn't realize that it was that good until about the second or third time. Because there's so much nuance and stuff that you pick up on that I think that he just did a better job because he probably had more experience in this world by then and how he wanted to tell the story. But the second and third, like Better Call Saul, I feel like is a good like novel. It's a good book. Whereas to where Breaking Bad is a
Yeah.
great TV show. Like you look at
That's
Saul on
fair.
the second or third time, it's like, damn. Cause you know what's going on, but you may have forgotten, and then you see how everything just ties in. Like they did such a wonderful job of ending that. Like the story they told at the end shouldn't have made sense, but it did, and it contributed so much to Saul's character. Like Saul is,
Yeah.
I love Saul, bro.
I
You
mean,
love
That
you love the show, or you love
the show,
Saul?
the show, the show, the show.
I'm about to say
He's a good character too. He's a good
he's
character.
a great
I ain't going
character,
that
but
far.
I'm talking about I'm about to say he's a great character.
hey, no,
Um,
I think the fact
and I'm
that I would just say
my
the
fault.
fact that we are comparing them this close speaks volumes to Breaking Bad. Because imagine if Breaking Bad came out second,
Right.
it wouldn't even be
If it
close.
flowed in order.
It wouldn't even be
Good point.
close.
Some of the experience I think makes Saul better. You're right.
Yeah,
And
it
it
wouldn't.
could
100% right.
and it could still work the same way, the same effects, because if Better Call Saul comes out first, you still don't see Saul until end of season 2 in
Season
Breaking
3, I
Bad.
thought.
Nah, he's at the end of this season. I think
Hmm.
episode 9.
Okay, yeah, because yeah, okay.
You don't meet Gus yet, and remember they introduced Gus until season 3 of Better Call Saul. Like they slow burned all of it, and that's the thing. For the record, my answer is Breaking Bad, but it's a Mike Kobe thing. Like when they say
Oh,
Kobe
okay.
was more skilled than Mike,
Okay,
I believe that because he learned all his moves from Jordan,
got you.
right? So he just took all his moves and just enhanced them.
Mm-hmm.
So even Mike would say that.
I think once you watch it again, knowing your TV acumen, you're gonna change your mind.
I mean, I
If
probably
you
could.
watch
I
Saul
probably
again.
could
Yeah.
because I need to. And that's the thing. Another interesting, I guess, tidbit or thought about it. We all agree that it's an incredible TV show, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't think any of us probably have any interest in talking about it in a long form format. It's
Hell
not
no.
that kind of show.
No,
You
Like
can't.
you can
It'll be a
recognize how
drag.
great it is, but you couldn't. It's too the nuances and the patience of that show is what makes it great. But either way, we're not here for Better Call Saul. I was just thinking about that, and I was also thinking about Mike. Mike Ehrmantraut is one of my favorite TV characters of all time, but he's almost too perfect. Like he does everything right, damn near. Like you know what I mean? He's almost too perfect of a character. He has his flaws, but that motherfucker's so smart. Like there's a
Yes,
scene
good point.
when they're building the they got the excavation team, the Germans, and some shit happened. This nigga just suddenly start speaking German. Like, how the fuck do you know how to do everything? Like, you the ultimate strategist. Like, he's so good, it's almost annoying. Like,
Yeah.
but he's easily one of my favorite TV characters of all time. I can't wait till he gets here in Breaking Bad and we talk about it. But we open up this episode with the continuation of what we saw at the end of season one. We have that drug deal with Tuco, Walt, and Jesse. We know No Dose gets beats up, but here is where we move forward. As Tuco is driving away, Walt and Jesse get in the car, and Walt starts calculating how much money he needs to get out of this game. I think that was a question that Jesse asked him in season one, like, what's your number? Well, he calculates 737, obviously a nod to the episode title, amongst the foreshadowing, which we'll talk about once we get there. 737 Boeings. But it's going to take 11 weeks to reach 737,000, and they want to agree to meet in public places from now on. And as they're leaving the lot, Tuco almost runs into them and drags No-Dose out of the car, calls for Heisenberg and asks what's wrong with No-Dose. Maybe he can't take an ass beating. I don't know. Tuco demands Heisenberg do something, but No-Dose has no pulse. Tuco then kicks No-Dose for dying. Word to Ike Turner, bitch, if you die, I'll kill you. And then Gonzo moves the body, even though it's not very Christian-like. We see some foreshadowing with the Tower of Cars and them moving as he's moving that body. And Walt and Jesse attempt to leave, but not until Tuco dismisses them. And he even grabs Jesse by the neck, throws him on the ground just to exert his dominance. I ain't gonna hold you. That nigga Tuco dying tonight. Now you just fucking with me just because you can? Yeah, you might have to die tonight, bro. But we get this opening scene. We get another image of how crazy Tuco is and irrational, and obviously how shook Jesse and Walter are. What are your thoughts on the scene, fellas? What do you think what do you think about the continuation when shows do that? They end the season and they kind of pick it up at the same spot.
I like it. I hate when they end somewhere, then they spend half the episode getting you back there in the premiere. I hate that. It's one of my least favorites. When they speak of Snowfall, when they did it there and they woke up and we had that fucking dream episode, like, wow, I still get mad about that. But this did a good job of, like, this ain't gonna be smooth sailing. Like, and this happens off TV. Like, niggas get in the street and think selling drugs is just selling drugs. Like, there's a lot to go with it. That's the reason it's such a dangerous occupation. It ain't just about making the money and selling the drugs. You got crazy motherfuckers like this, don't got the same regard for stuff that you have. And they did a really good job of showing how Jesse and Walt, of course, we know this, we've seen it, but this really made it hit home how in over their head they are. It's like, oh shit, so this is where they finna go with it. These two regular people finna have to deal with this gangster and what's gonna happen from that. So really good job setting the table.
Well, what about you?
Yeah, and I'm glad that, Walt got to see because it wasn't registering for him. Like when Jesse was trying to tell him, like it wasn't registered. Like, bro, he like cracked my ribs, bro. Like you seen me out of it, and you still don't get it, and you seen this for yourself. To be honest, I don't like this. I don't like let's drop us back where we were. Like I don't like it. I would rather of. It could have even been later in the day or a week later, and then just been like Walt sitting at the table, like just out of it, and just it flashes back to it playing on for me. I don't like.
I'm so pissed at the flash.
I be feeling like it insults.
So
it just. I mean, again, I know in real time there's a great amount of time that has passed before another season starts, so I get where they're covering all their tracks, but I just don't like. I don't even like when shows be like last time on Power, and then they give you everything of what the episode is about to pick up on from all of these tidbits from a season 2 scene and the season 1. I don't like that at all. Like, so for me, I didn't like it.
Interesting.
Are you someone who would you prefer they show the scene at the end of the episode with Tuco, Walt, and Jesse, and then have like one of those 12 hours earlier flashbacks and then start from that? Is that what you're saying, or are you just saying?
I don't mind it. Yeah, I don't mind it. I just don't like. Just don't start me exactly at the same. Even if they just cut that part out, and it opened up after the cold open. Walt and Jesse are in the car. Like they could have started us right there, and he's doing we already seen him whip up, No-Dose, and Jesse's got that scared look on his face while Walt is doing the calculation. We could have picked up right there, but don't play the scene all over again for me. Like I don't like it ever. Like I'm like, bro, come on.
Interesting.
But the scene was good. It reminded me, of course, we're gonna make a lot of references. I guess Rich is in the spot I was, so I'm in Rich's spot. So I guess I got a few references. But it reminded me of when Christopher Moltisanti thought that he pulled up on Tony at the Bada Bing, but he wasn't there, and he started shooting his gun at Tony's car. And then he was mad about the fact that the gun was out of bullets. Like, that's how mad he was. He's like, fucking gun! Like, he was shitty that he had no more bullets. And he wasn't, you know, so it's like when he was just like, man, like, what's wrong with him? You're smart. You know, fix it. Breathe in his mouth. Like, do the shit. Like, that's how high and how out of it he is. Like, he's just not registering. You know how hard he had to put every bit of force and trauma in his life into them punches, bro.
Yeah, too
Like,
rational, man. We see
He
this
was
in
amped
Better
up on
Call
meth.
Saul.
He was amped up on meth too.
So
And I was just gonna say, it's if I was Walt, I don't even care about Tuco being dangerous. Like, that's gonna come with this game. I'm concerned about you being irrational.
Yeah.
That's what will make me nervous. Like, you have the ability to kill a man with your bare hands and then question what happened. What do you mean what happened? You just beat the shit out of this man, and then you asking me to save him because you say I'm smart. Like, you make no sense right now, and you just took a big ass sniff, a motherfucking mountain of snow, or not snow, but that crystal.
This remind me of the Black Household. The Black Household.
Man, like, I'm not.
Get your ass beat. Stop crying.
Yeah, I would have immediately started.
What you crying for?
You better stop crying before I give you. Stop before I give you a reason to cry. You just gave me a reason to cry.
You just beat my ass.
To death. And then disregarded you on somebody. Well, get rid of the body.
Would y'all have gave Tuco mouth to mouth?
Nah, once that blood that blood spit start coming out, nah, bro. You gonna have to whack me too, bro. Because when you start seeing this man got bloody spit coming out, it's like, nah, bro.
Yeah, I'm cool.
And Walt held him back. Was like, nah, we ain't gonna do that.
I'd have let Tuco dead in his eye, like, bro, he dead, bro. Like, what we doing, bro?
So
yeah,
it's over, bro. All right, man. Everybody out there, Mo alert. We have a Mo alert, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a Mo alert.
This is not a Mo alert.
We got Skyler rubbing a pregnant belly in the bathroom. Actually,
it's a spike
Betsy
alert.
Brandt.
Why is it a spike alert?
From the last cold open, they could go back and hear that.
Yeah, pregnant. Yeah, anyway.
Is Skyler prettier than Carmella? Like, who y'all taking first?
I gotta go Carmella. I mean, we remember the scene where she had with the teacher. It was like, all right, she, all right, see, you got a little something going on. But I guess that's more
this is like
body more so than looks. Skyler had a better look. She's been looking a little better here.
Skyler can put that shit on when Ted pop up. She'll put.
Yeah,
I
didn't know.
On.
I really didn't know. But I'm like, these few episodes, I'm like, okay, I'm glad we rewatch it because I didn't see it. So I mean, I probably say I get a looks of Skyler, but I get a physique to, and that's not a fair obviously trait because she's pregnant. But I get a physique to Carmella.
Whatever, man. Whoever going.
Hey, he keeping it straight. You know how I like it, baby. Straight hood.
Whoever going, man. I don't really have a preference.
He fried, boy.
Keep on.
Hey, I feel you. I feel you.
But that's actually Betsy Brandt. She was pregnant. Betsy Brandt plays Marie in the show. She was pregnant at the time of filming season 2. So
Marie,
when you see that first, yes, Marie, the actress Betsy Brandt, she was pregnant during the filming. So when you see that shot of her rubbing her belly, that's actually Betsy Brandt. That's not Anna Gunn. And then obviously you get the prosthetic or the fake stomach when you get the full shot of her and all that kind of good stuff. But just a little.
So she's pregnant in the later scenes with Hank, or that was like.
No, in real life she was pregnant. Yeah. So if you notice this season, I think they probably try to cover her up and all that other stuff. They probably use her They probably use her at the end of the season to get that shot and put it in. Because you notice you can't see the face; it's just a hand and a stomach. So she probably waited until she was like further out. Because some of this you can tell she's not, or they put big clothes on her, all that kind of good stuff. What you about to say, Spike?
That's crazy.
It's always interesting how they write around pregnancies.
Mm-hmm.
As far as now, her and Skyler got a beef, so we won't see her as much. but it's
Mhm.
really because she pregnant.
That's
Yeah,
good.
that's a fact. That's a fact. But she's looking down at the prescriptions while getting ready. Hears a noise, figures it's Walt, and yells for him, but she doesn't hear an answer. She finds him in the living room with the remote in his hand, staring at the TV while she's calling for him. I don't know if either one of y'all brothers peeped the commercial for Better Call Saul. Y'all hear that? Yeah. It wasn't Bob Odenkirk's voice, but it was a commercial ad saying "Better Call Saul."
Damn.
She grabs his shoulder and he's startled, obviously from the Tuco fiasco. And Skylar asks Walt if he's okay. Um, Skylar asks Walt if he wants her to heat up some chicken breast, some grilled chicken from Anderson's, but Walt wants her to heat up them yams. And it's actually a. I'm not gonna hold you, man. It's a disgusting scene from Walt for a number of reasons.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, um, it's a no go when you got somebody not giving consent, right? It's just uncomfortable to
Facts.
watch when you see somebody not giving consent. But even more than that, not even more than that. I don't want to say it like that, but he really tried to emotionally manipulate her. Like he's getting some bullshit, and he comes in hugging her, crying, probably acting like it's from the cancer, and then uses that as an excuse to go ahead and get some. And she on some like, hold on, bro. Like I don't know what you got going on, but you can't take this shit out on me. That shit was nasty, all of it. And she told him, like
What a
she,
nasty
Hey,
motherfucker, man.
this is sick
hey,
for
he's
so
a
many
sick
other
man.
reasons, bro.
This
Yeah, he's a sick
nasty.
man. Yeah, and he used
Like
that.
just
He
the
used
way the
that
nigga
emotion.
had
Yeah.
his head on her shoulder,
Oh my gosh.
like the groping from the back,
Oh.
and one of the reasons to my theory that he was broken bad way earlier than we thought is this shit turns him on.
Okay,
Like
this
the
is where
shit
I'm
with
getting to the
Tuco,
sickness. This is where I'm getting at.
yeah, like the shit with Tuco is turning him on where he can't even like resist. Then we had the shit at the PTA meeting. They reading out off his crimes, and that
Mhm.
makes him aroused. Where he got to fuck in the car. Like this shit turns him on. This is like a for real deal. Like I get off on this shit.
Yeah, it's a fetish.
So and
Ah.
another like don't come talking to me, tapping me on my shoulder, man. You ain't wipe that shit off your face. Like, get that shit off your face, bro. What the fuck
Hey
is that?
man,
Now that might be a kink
Shit
though.
off.
That might, that might be a little kink there. It's like, hey, listen,
hey, Spike
Don't-
said,
don't
"Don't
look
even
at me.
talk to me until you get." Hey, Spike,
Hey, don't be calling
Get-
me,
get
asking
that-
me why I ain't answering. You looking like that, bitch?
get that avocado off your
Green,
face.
man. Get that shit off your face.
She Hulk head ass. Nah, but
Hey man, hey, I can't wait to hear the emails next week, boy.
man, listen. But the sickening of like you're aroused by this was like that's the part I got. I said, bro, you just seen a man die, and like while you're spooked by it reminded me of the New Jack City scene. Where Ice-T was like, he was so amped to kill Nino Brown. He was talking about his dick getting hard right now. Like that's what this that's what this
Yeah,
reminded me of. Like it's like something about there's a connection there with sex and stuff, because you see, like, we go back to the pilot and it's like, you getting the hand job, and it's like that suffices because there's nothing else exciting happening, so that's fine. But like now he's in the real thick of it, and like now he's trying to become this different thing to her, but he's got to remember, it's like, bro, you might be Heisenberg out there, but you ain't you Walter up in here, like, and like, bro, she's pregnant, bro. Like everything's falling
My
everywhere.
nigga was.
And
Like,
she's
that,
trying to,
that shit
and
was.
she's holding on
wild,
for dear
bro.
life.
It's disgusting,
That
bro.
nigga.
It's not.
crazy.
Hey, listen.
What a job by Brian Cranston.
Hey,
like the
he looked
facial
like
expression.
hey,
like
yes.
he looked.
He looked. Hey,
so
put him on the poster.
shamed.
Put him on the
Yeah, he
poster.
looked so shameful after shit.
Yes.
I was telling him no.
Told that nigga no, man.
Hey,
You
bro,
know you
that's
fucked up when.
crazy.
Hey man, listen. A whole different. I don't even know what to say about it. The expression acting was incredible. Quick question for y'all. Walt Jr. comes home. He sees the aftermath. This is after Skylar tells Walt that he can't take none of this shit out on her. Like I know you fucked up right now, but you can't take this shit out on me. Walt comes home and kind of sees the aftermath in the kitchen. What do you think he's thinking at this point? You thinking Walt? Does he thinking that is he thinking that they got in a physical altercation, which I guess technically they did? Is he thinking they just got it in? What do you think Walt Jr. is thinking at this moment as he sees the green face mask on the fridge and all the stuff on the ground from the refrigerator magnets?
That's a good question, man. Because I thought the same thing. Like he did a really good job with his poker face there, in a sense that he wasn't. He was surprised, but he wasn't shocked. So they did a really good job of being like very vague in what we thought Walt Jr. was thinking.
Yeah, I don't think he was really thinking nothing. I think they're just throwing us off.
Okay,
Just
one
being
of those
artsy.
things
Just
that
being
show us.
artsy.
Just because we show it don't mean to mean nothing.
Yeah, I think so.
One of those things. Okay, fair enough. Any other thoughts about this scene as a whole? Just Walt and his disgusting behavior.
It's amazing. Like it's amazing, and we'll get further in the episode, but it's amazing that Walt is being able to utilize this cancer thing so much, but he's utilizing so much of the juice of that so fast. It's like you're gonna obviously you're gonna burn out to the point she's gonna get suspicious. And he used so much of that cancer, excuse for all of his things that he's doing to the point like you're burning out fast, bro. You're doing so much unpredictability with Skyler. And this is one of the moments like she's still being understanding and still trying to, but like, bro, you're burning through that. As a man, you know better. Like you gotta, you know what I mean? So yeah, that was the last thing.
You got to keep a couple in the tuck.
You know what I mean? Like hold tight.
Hey, Walt,
couple get out of jail free cards in the tuck.
Walt low key the worst type of niggas. That nigga ain't even talking to his wife to come home out of nowhere and say bend that shit over. That shit crazy. Worst type of man.
And think it's foreplay too. That's what's crazy.
Yeah, like really start crying and like, come on, Walt. That shit's nasty. Walt really. If you didn't dislike Walt in season 1, boy, by the end of this season, you probably gonna hate that nigga. All right, we go to the doghouse. Shout out to the doghouse. Makes
I wonder is that real? Our boy from New Mexico should hit us up.
It's in both shows.
Oh, okay. It sure is because Saul was selling the phones.
Y'all catch that connection though?
Which part?
Walt's in the doghouse.
I like it.
And they transition to doghouse.
Look at you. Hey, we really did switch spots. I like that.
Yeah.
I really like that.
This fucking guy.
Jesse's at the doghouse and purchases that Yamin. He needs some protection from Tuco. We cut to Jesse's crib, and him and Walt are having an argument about killing Tuco. Jesse's been getting strange calls at weird hours. He's been seeing the Escalade on the street. He feels that Tuco threatened them before they left the junkyard. And Walt says they too valuable, man. He would have been killed us if that was the case. And Jesse wisely says, Tuco's rational, bro. It's him or us. Like, we going to get him, or at some point, he's going to get us. Walt asks how he's going to do it and asks him to break it down. And just to show Jesse, he does not have a plan. You don't have a plan on how you're going to do this. You can't even open the gun that you bought. I want you to understand the full scope of this scenario that we're in and what you're suggesting. What do you fellas think about this conversation they're having when it comes to killing Tuco and Walt's immediate disapproval of the idea?
For me, I think again, Jesse just deserves so much more credit throughout the show. Like he's a lot smarter than he's given credit for so many moments and he knew it. Like, and he's not this like ultra street dude. He was selling, meth and weed on MySpace. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's like he got it. Like he understands certain things. It's like I'm telling you, yo. Like this guy is not rational. I went to try to set up a business deal. And he started beating my ass for nothing, and then stole. And then now you're seeing it, and this is the second time I'm seeing it. Then he pushes me down on the way out. It's like I'm telling you, bro. You don't want to do business with this guy, and he don't really understand the stakes. Obviously, until later in the episode, where like because Walt is all good until it hits his personal. You know what I'm saying? Like he like, okay, I understand, like, Tuco and you, whatever that is. But when it hits his personal, that's when you start thinking about things. And I like Jesse's proactiveness. It's like, bro, I don't know how to use no gun. I ain't quite got a plan, but shit, something got to be done. And I can respect his proactiveness. So yeah, that's what I got from the scene.
I ain't mad at it. What you got, Spike?
I thought he was an idiot. But we need him to be an idiot for this to be a good TV show. If I'm Jesse in this situation in real life, I don't got no ties here, bro. My people don't fuck with me. I got a little money up here under the sink. He wouldn't have had to tell me to leave. Walt would have never, after the junkyard, if we made it out of there alive, Walt or Tuco would have never seen me again.
That's a good point.
I'm gassing up that orange thing, taking my money. I'm out of New Mexico, bro.
That's a great point.
Like, I ain't none of y'all ever got to see. I ain't got to buy no gun. I'm gonna go somewhere else and get to it, bro. Yeah. I got enough street sense to do that. Like thinking that you're gonna shoot Tuco, and he should know it's not a spoiler. I mean, he should know, like niggas like Tuco, like you can't just like Ross said, bro. You just finna pull up on me at a
Yeah, you
7-Eleven, dog. You got to get permission, homie. Like
That's one
this
of
is
my
gonna be
it's one of my
one
favorites,
of my
funniest
favorite
Ross ad libs, bro. That shit
facts.
hilarious.
Shit ain't happening in no 7-Eleven, dog. You better go ask somebody for you to try something with me. And you got to know Tuco is in that type of position if you got any type of sense like Jesse got. It's like, bro, I'm out. Like, yeah, the show over. They would have shown me riding down New Mexico Highway, bro.
Jesse has to
Mm.
understand if it was this simple, Tuchel would have been got. He would have been
He
got.
ain't just turned crazy. Right.
Yeah, like, bro, I'm not gonna be the first person to hear her off the street. This isn't. I don't want to spoil another show for y'all, but this isn't an there's a very unexpected shooter in one of the scenes of The Wire, and this ain't that situation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's not gonna happen to Tuco.
Oh man, I seen a video that gave a theory on it the other day. I meant to send that to you.
Oh,
Rich.
send it to us. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
send it,
it's
please
like
do.
it was like 15 signs that you missed in The Wire, and it's a
Okay.
new video though.
Yeah,
And it was something that I was like, damn, I ain't know that. So
yeah.
I
Send
mean,
that to me.
what
Send
are
that
we
to me.
gonna do when we do the wire? Oh my goodness.
Hey, man.
that's my
Jeez.
magnum opus.
Yeah, that's real. That's real, man. That's the creme de la creme. Interesting on both sides. Obviously, I agree with you, Spike. Jesse should have been gone, but I do understand the other side of it, Mo. Where if I am gonna stay, or I do feel like I can't survive just on the run, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I barely know what I'm doing here. Am I gonna survive out there in the street? And I'm staying. I understand the need to try to get something. I don't know what we're gonna do with it, but I'm gonna be prepared when it comes. Maybe that's enough. But you obviously need somebody like Walt to tell Jesse. Once again, I brought up Mike Armentrout earlier. Just the whole, I've thought this through 10 steps. Like, I'm asking you questions that you haven't even considered yet. Just that thoughtfulness to our process, right? You can't just react off of emotion. You gotta have a plan before you try to walk up on somebody like Tuco. And nigga, you are not gonna go up and go bop, bop, bop. That's not gonna happen to Tuco. Not by you.
Yeah.
So let's sit down and figure this out if this is something we're really gonna do.
So what? Y'all made a good point about Jesse leaving. And obviously, let's take out the obvious, like the show obviously could have wrote it a different way. But again, I talked about it last episode, but like you said, welcome to the first day of your life. What is this hold that Walt has over Jesse? Like, is it that because Jesse tried to go legit? I mean, we talked about it last episode. If he leaves Albuquerque, goes legit, tries to go legit, or try to do something else, it's like maybe he don't feel like he got purpose. I'm just trying to see what is this hold. Does he feel like he's a father figure? Is he like this? Oh, my OG. Because he believes this needs to be done versus just leaving. And maybe he feel like Tuco's maybe he feel like he the cartel. I don't know. Like I just trying to understand why he didn't leave. Now that y'all say that,
I think it's a mix of him needing guidance and a mix of him wanting to do something, wanting to stand up to one of his fears. Finally, maybe it's a mix of that. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. Like Jesse's not that self-sufficient. We've seen the fridge when they open it up and what's in there and what it looks like.
Yeah.
We've seen his living room and his crib. We've seen the people he hangs out with and invites it to his home.
Yeah.
The people he invites inside to where he lays his head. We've seen him not follow directions, which led to a hole in his roof. Right? I don't know if Jesse, I think Jesse's self-aware enough to know if I leave, I don't know how long I can go without having to come back. Once again, going back to the Wire. It's almost like Wallace going down to the country, bro. I'm not no country ass nigga. Like, I can't do this. I need to come back. I don't know how to do nothing else. Shout out to Heat.
Yeah, Vito
So I need to
Spatafor.
come back on my element. Yeah, and that's what it is. You got to go home. So I think that's a big part of it.
That's a good point.
I think Walt the only person that appreciates or acts like he appreciates Jesse. Like Jesse goes through his life with dealing with all people, like the remarks that he makes to Badger, I cooked this, or like even adding the chili powder to the meth. He wants this appreciation that he's not getting, and Walt is acting like he appreciates him. Oh, you showed me the game, and you showed me what to do with the meth when I cooked it. Like he uses that card of I need you to keep Jesse close, and no one else acts like they need Jesse until we're gonna get a character that doesn't, and then when he find that character that does need him, he cut Walt off. So yeah, I think that's it. Walt is manipulating him into thinking that I need you.
That's a great point. That's a great point. We go to the first time to the Schrader. Is it Schrader? What's Hank's last name? Hank and Marie.
Schrader.
Schrader. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. We go for the first time to the Schrader residence. Marie's in the kitchen, purpled out. And the show loves sugar alternatives. I'll just put it like that. We get Splenda in this scene. Stevia plays a big role later on in the series, but she's casually leaving Skylar a voicemail like she wasn't detained due to her actions. Ask an important question: do people in China ever feel like eating American food? You know, interesting thoughts. That's one of those hot thoughts, one of those hot questions. Hank and Marie talk as she's leaving, and Hank asks how she's going to get Chinese food when you have Dave at 8 o'clock. Finally identifying the fact that Marie is having some kind of mental issues. Obviously, we know she's a kleptomaniac, she's a shoplifter, but there may be more going on. And it also confirms that Marie is a professional gaslighter because she's looking at Hank dead in his face, telling him, "No, you got the dates wrong." I think it's very fascinating that we see Hank the most delicate when he's with Marie. Like Hank is a completely different person when it's just him and Marie. It's almost like he lets it fly anytime else. There's constant scenes of Skylar giving Hank a look, telling him to shut, or like patting him on the shoulder because Walt Jr.'s there. But he watches his words and what he says to Marie very carefully. I think it says a lot about who Hank is and at the core versus who he tries to be. I don't know. We'll talk more about that as the series goes on.
I disagree with that.
What you mean?
I think he knows she crazy as hell. And you know how you are around crazy people. You try not to trigger them.
So then it goes back to my theory.
What?
Remember you say, I don't know, the sisters might be different. But then if you say crazy.
Marie's insane. She's an insane.
Oh, yeah.
She got that young
Turn up.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, speaking of which,
Marie's an insane person.
Marie ain't even trying to hear it. She pulls off and she goes out of her way to run over this remote control car. Like
she's insane, bro.
She get a Snoop Dogg on
the street. Yeah, she went out of her way to do that shit. So that's a great point, Spike. She is crazy, but
yeah, she's a real crazy person. You could tell when Skylar called her about the thing. She for real legit was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, bitch, you called. Like, what are you talking about? You don't know what I'm talking about.
You called. Hey, come on out, dog.
Like, yeah, come on out, dog. They called us. Like, what are you talking about? I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Bitch, I just left the store. They tried to lock me up. What are you talking about? You don't know what I mean.
Well, Kevin Hart said, I see you, see me, see you.
Yeah. Exactly.
I would have told I'm pulling up. Show me the receipt then. Since you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm on my way, had a receipt.
Now you wouldn't ducking before.
You just ain't gonna make me feel dumb. Like
that's a great point. That's a great point with Hank, but you don't see that. I guess we've already had 7 episodes and we've seen scenes with Hank and Marie, and he's never acted like that. But I'm also noticing this is the first scene we've ever seen those two together by themselves without Hank or Skylar or both. So I think that's the thing that was shocking to me. Like, I've never seen you act like this, Hank, in all 7 episodes. I've never seen you try to like tiptoe around what you're trying to say and not just be upfront about, hey, cut the bullshit. You're going to Dave at 8. Like, fuck that Chinese food shit.
Yeah. Here's a couple.
Like, no. Yeah, go ahead.
My bad. I'm sorry. I was
no. I'm finished.
A couple of things that was kind of interesting and kind of weird. One weird thing was they treat this timeline like it's just this long timeline, but literally we pick right up from the end of season 1. So they act like them two hadn't talked for a long time. That was kind of a weird continuity thing. I don't know. Like if they did a time jump, it would have felt.
But I'm under the impression that they talk every day though, and she hasn't been talking to her.
So maybe it's been a day, 2 days, maybe.
Yeah, maybe it's been like 2-3 days and she ain't talked to her.
Okay.
Or returned her phone calls.
Okay. So all right, well that's fair. And then also something I found interesting. I was like, she has a blue car.
That's purple.
Nah, that was blue. Go back.
Let's see. I'm looking it up right now.
That's purple. That's like a royal purple or some shit like that.
That's blue. But I brought that up to say
that's purple, Mo.
It's not purple, bro.
I see
that
blue.
Is purple.
I ain't gonna hold you. I see blue.
Y'all look.
That's blue. But here's the interesting thing about it, and this is a reach, but I'm gonna go for it anyway. Her car is blue. She runs over a red car. When you put red and blue together, what color does that make?
Look
purple.
at him.
That's a graphic design thing, but yeah. red and blue make purple. So I found that interesting. I don't think they were trying to make that connection, but yeah,
I'm not saying it's not purple, but it definitely looks.
That's
blue.
purple, man.
man,
All
that's,
right.
that's,
Right in, let us know.
that's-
Everybody out there
that's,
listening.
that's 50 bacon right there. That's all. That's all right.
If you go to season 2, episode 1, and go to the 22-minute, 22-second mark, tell us what color Marie's car is.
That's definitely
All right.
blue, dog. Especially when they
Season
zoomed
2,
in. on it.
episode 1, 22 minutes, 22 seconds. Go look at that car and let us know what color it is. Hit us up, email us, send an IG, the whole 9. We
Okay,
appreciate
y'all
y'all
are right.
for that.
I just looked it up.
All right,
Okay,
never mind.
Y'all
and then interesting, but the kid did have purple in his shirt, so purple in his
Yeah,
shirt, his
That
stripes.
kitchen
Are,
was purple. It was subtle and it was in front of you at the same time.
yeah.
But
You seen the
definitely-
video
if
that
you-
said what that means, right? The purple.
No.
Y'all seen that?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
I thought
What?
I said that.
Well, what does it mean? Is there?
I have to look it up now. But yeah, it means something. All of the colors of Breaking Bad mean something, they said. And purple has a distinct meaning. And he purposely did it, but there's a meaning behind it that I'll look up for you.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else about this scene before we move on?
Oh, again, so with the purple, my theory, like I told y'all last episode, everything in purple she stole. So obviously she couldn't steal a purple car. That's still my theory. You see what I'm saying?
I like that.
Yeah, I'm,
like
I'm
that.
still riding out that
I
wave.
gotta make sure I remember that. I gotta make sure I remember that. So every time I see something,
Yeah,
I pay attention to see if it's something that she could have stolen.
yeah. There we go. That's gonna be interesting. So that's all I got.
All right. Hank is obviously pissed off. Can't get Marie. Knows that she has a sickness and can't get her to commit to therapy. Is being told that he's the crazy one, so he obviously goes into work and asks Gomez what he got. No good morning, no pleasantries, bro. Come in my office and let me know what we're working with. They watch a video of 2 assailants who are actually Walt and Jesse. They don't know it, but we know it. Stealing methamphetamine and make fun of their tactics while also praising their skill set. This is a scene, fellas, that makes me think Hank is a bad cop. He literally says in this scene, these 2 know their chemistry. What the fuck else is going on? You mean you have enough in you to come to the school when you find the gas mask? Maybe because it's so obvious because it's got our school name on it, but you can't put together just, hey, even if it's just for advice. How many people, Walt, do you think can make something like this? You're a chemist. Tell me. The fact that he is not connecting these dots make me think that he's a fucking idiot. I can't believe it. And he also alludes to the fact that people will be upset about new competition, which is, of course, more foreshadowing. But, fellas, what did y'all think about this scene of them watching the robbery? And did you have the same thought of me as, yo, Hank, you a fucking dummy, bruh?
I don't disagree with you about Hank, but I was having this conversation, and the counterpoint to that is, because again, I agree with you,
Okay.
and they did a good job once you think back on it from how many episodes we watched. Y'all said this too last week. He thinks so little of Walt. I'm not even going, like what you said, even said to ask him how many people could do, like he thinks so little of him. I'm not even going to ask you that. Like you're a poo put, bro. There's no way that you could in your life do this. Does that make him a bad cop, though? I think so, kind of, because everybody's clearly supposed to be a suspect, I guess, until you figure the case out. But they have done a really good job of explaining that, like, man, he looks at Walt like, bro, like you something off the bottom of my shoe, bro. It just so happened that you married to my wife's sister. Nothing that you can tell me or have to do with me that it can be any benefit of me. Like, you're not even a real man, per se.
I
Makes
also-
Legend series so much better. Go ahead.
Yeah, I also think when we talked about we talked about last week, where I said Walt is just a better liar than Hank is a cop. In this sense, I think Hank, his heart just never was into his job until later, when when you're fighting, you got a real fight on your hands, for your life. So then I think
I think he loves that shit. I think he loves being a DA.
No, I think he loves it, but I don't think his heart is in it. You know what I mean? Because he's making jokes about everything. We see some even later in the episode where he's taking pictures on the scene. It's like he takes it serious in the sense that I want to be respected amongst my peers in this space, but I don't think his heart is in it. Like, I'm determined. Like we see, like certain McNulty or whoever, like people that we see, like are like their heart is so in it that we're annoyed by it because they won't let it go. Like Hank ain't that type of cop. You know what I'm saying? At this point in time. So that's
fair.
That's the way I.
Okay.
At this point in time, yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. Spike Lou, what about you? Any thoughts?
No, other
Outside
than
of
what I
what you
just
said
said.
earlier, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that. I think that it makes him a bad cop because he doesn't consider Walt, but we also, as the viewers, have the benefit of seeing how this plays out. He's been living with Walt in this world for how many years this guy and him been married. So his opinion of Walt ain't the same as ours is. So I have to take that into consideration when I look at this. So I can't really put too much blame on him because he's been living in this world with Walt and has that viewpoint already. So
Fair.
we see it and it looks easy as viewers.
Fair. Walt comes home. It's late night. As he's getting out the car, he sees an SUV parked up the street with no headlights. It turns on and then reverses. Skylar wakes up the next morning and realizes Walt isn't in bed. She finds him in the living room, staring out the window, looking crazy on the block. Startled, paranoid, jumping at the phone and shit. When it rings, Maria's calling. Skylar picks up and then hangs up. And then pretty much listens to another lie from Walt about where he was. Not too much going on besides those actions. Any thoughts on this scene, fellas?
This is the episode she figured it out, in my opinion.
Figured what out?
When the confrontation that they have later.
You think figured out that he's a drug dealer or figured out that he's up to something?
Oh,
really? You think she would think enough of him to go straight to drug dealer?
Nah.
Because it goes to what I was saying, like Hank, and I forget how when the unveiling goes, but I don't know if she said she considered that he was cheating. But they look at him with such low regard, like it's impossible that you got another woman. It got to be something else. Like you such a poo putt, bro. Like it
Clown
ain't
emoji.
It definitely ain't you. It definitely ain't you cheating because who would want you? It's probably how she looking at it.
It's impossible that there's another woman. I hope
So,
nobody
yeah,
ever
for
describe
her-
me like that.
Dang. Nah, bro. Nah. All due respect, I can't never let you feel that way.
Oh man,
I think
that
she
shit
feel
crazy.
that way about. I think she feel that way about Buddy. I ain't
She
paying
probably
no
do.
Bitch fucking you, nigga. Like
Is it?
I barely want
you're,
to.
You're a
Like,
science teacher.
I know you ain't going out here getting in your bag. I'm married
it's
to you.
funny.
And don't
It's
want
funny
you,
because
nigga.
never mind. Let me stop, man.
And you try to smash me with avocado on my face. There's no way.
Yeah. Like if that was Ted would have had the avocado all over the fridge, bro. That shit would have been everywhere in that kitchen, nigga.
We
Y'all get that later.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh man. Moving on. Next scene. Walt sees Jesse about Tuco and figures it pretty much came to the conclusion if Tuco could figure out where I lay my head, then he could probably figure out that I have a brother-in-law in the DEA. He introduces castor beans and explains that there's a process to turn them into Ryzen. Ryzen is toxins, small doses. It can be easy to overlook in an autopsy. And he tells a story to demonstrate how powerful a small dose is. And they plan on using it on Tuco. Obviously, this is going to be a big important part for this season at some point. But introducing Ryzen and how they process it, they come up with the plan. This is how we're gonna get rid of Tuco. What you guys think about this scene and as they're discussing this?
I know what a MacGuffin is.
What?
A MacGuffin.
No.
Oh, okay. What Alfred Hitchcock phrased it as something that's placed in a movie or show that's sent to drive the plot forward. And I say that I ask because I feel like this is a brilliant one.
Since
and
you
how
got your degree.
much you think you know everything?
Yeah, nigga talking about MacGuffins and shit, nigga. Nah,
I thought you would know that being a cinephile. Being a cinephile, I thought you would know that, Reese.
I thought I would too, man. Damn, I gotta tighten up.
Look it
shit.
up. Google.
Shake it like a stripper, boy. Tighten up.
Google it.
Carry the fuck on with your point,
Hey,
man.
shake like a stripper, boy. Tighten up.
I feel like this was one of the best ones in history with how much legs this has. This carried this plot through some shit. not to have any spoilers, anything like that, but the introduction and how subtle it is here and what you think is going to be used for, and then what we get from it is like totally worth it.
I wish
One
I
of the
could
super-
go. No, go ahead.
Look, I was gonna say that's one of the superpowers of this show.
Mm.
They able to use these little small mundane things and make them a driving force into what's going on. And so your point that you were talking about earlier, Spike, about watching Better Call Saul over and over again. The more you watch it, the more you realize and you see, oh, that was very subtle, but they hit it there the whole time. Like even like I said earlier in the episode, the Better Call Saul commercial, like you know when that stuff is around, the cold open. There's something that happens in the next scene that I'm going to discuss that was an ad lib that ended up making it played a pivotal role into the series. So the show is brilliant at that, and I can always appreciate that. Like I said, we knew it was smart, but now it's getting clever.
Yeah, even the Lalo Salamanca, like that one line, created one of the greatest villains.
Oh man,
The greatest, one of the greatest. But for me, I'll be honest, like I wish I remembered because I'm getting to the point, like at this point with the whole science element of it, I'm like, all right, shut up. Like stop all this. Like this is bullshit.
really, I think that's his superpower.
I'm over it now. Like I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, now we can use this. We can use an extra sketch to open a safe door.
Yeah, I said it last week. Yeah,
now we
that's a little
can.
bit too much.
Oh, now we can use this as poison. You know. Oh, we can use these coffee beans and turn. All right, like knock it off.
But I think that's Walt's
sick of it.
superpower, right? That's his superpower. Like, they have to continue to harp on that.
We don't care no more. Like he's in the drug game. He's not a science. He's not
But
a
that's what
science
helped
teacher
him.
no
I
more.
like it. I ain't
But
gonna lie.
I'm
he's
over it
he's
now.
like some MacGyver.
You're a
This is
drug
like some
dealer now.
MacGyver
Like
shit.
you're not even a science teacher. I don't care about none of your none
But
of
he's a drug dealer because he's a scientist.
Yeah, but now
That's the reason why he's a drug dealer.
he is. But now we're in it now. We don't care about his chemistry history no more. Like
The
he
show
didn't
ain't
take
the show without the chemistry.
no, it ain't. But now we're over it. Like I feel like once they went and stole the joint to make that deal, I like, all right, cool. Now we're getting into the civilian. How does the civilian function
you think it
in the
feels
drug? What?
You think it feels too MacGyver? It's too MacGyver.
It's too MacGyver,
Like, you-
Bill
you-
Nye
you
the
use-
science
Mo,
guy.
you know who MacGyver is?
Yeah, man. Like this, it's
Oh,
too
okay.
Bill Nye the science guy. Like, all right, we good. I got it, bro. Like I'm over the. Oh, hey, you looking around the room? Oh, if I take that light bulb out, like, all right, knock it off. We got it. Like I don't
It's
care no more.
interesting.
He knows
It's
James
interesting that
Bond
you
and
say
Jackie
that.
Chan too.
I don't know what that meant.
What? James Bond, Jackie Chan, and that bitch MacGyver. Number one stunner, man. What you talking about? You don't know what that
Oh,
means.
okay.
Oh man, dang, Spike, how you not?
And he has a hip hop podcast, ladies.
Hey,
and gentlemen. Go
ladies
ahead,
and
go ahead.
gentlemen, but
I wasn't listening to the Big Timers album.
Nigga, you listen to number one stunner.
hey,
Don't do that.
right?
You
Hey,
listen to
you
number one
try to
stunner.
play like none
I
of one,
swear to God, I did.
number one
Wait.
stunner, bro. Come on.
Now maybe forget what I was gonna say. No, I had that thought watching this. Is to Mo's point, are they beating us over the head with, oh, Walt smart? Oh, Walt smart, nigga. We know he's smart, but they do. I think they play it more subtly and well, and it gives you a little bit more forgiveness for some shit that they may do later. You're like, bro, come the fuck on. Yeah, nigga, nobody, no regular person is figuring that out. But I think they're doing this to help us understand that Walt is not just regular smart. So
I want y'all to know on
that's the
another
Bill Oshie
podcast.
thing.
All I'm gonna say is on another podcast last week, Spike Lee admitted to he's never colored in his life until
You ain't gonna never let that
weeks
go.
ago. I'm never gonna let that go.
Nah,
until a couple weeks ago, he never colored in his life. Now he's never heard number one stunner.
Right.
So I just want to say
He
when
watched
Spike
the
Lee gets to
verses.
when Spike Lee gets to the jam, hey, if you ever did a crime with Spike Lee, I guarantee you he's perfect because he's gonna tell you, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
He getting his Marie on.
Yeah,
For
y'all
sure.
gotta prove that.
He getting his Marie on.
Do your job. Do your job. Don't ask me shit.
Hey,
Oh shit.
yeah, I'm over it,
I
though.
don't know
I-
my
I-
words.
but yeah, I'm over it. I'm over the like. Oh, look around. Oh, I could take these chords from a TV. Like, all right, like I'm over it. I don't care nothing
that's
about
fair.
it. It's whack to me. Like at this point.
I'm not mad at it. I'll give it some grace, but I'm not mad at it.
I want to
All right.
revisit that when other stuff happens. See
Okay.
how you feel about it.
Okay, that's good.
We'll keep a little running log of it. We move on to the next scene. Skylar is in the nursery, looking at old photos. Comes across a photo of the one, the only Ted Beneke. Now, granted, we don't know this is Ted Beneke at the time, but nigga, we know it's Ted Beneke. She looked at the picture. She did something that was disgusting. She took the picture and put it under her chin in deep thought. She ain't placed the picture down. She ain't put it back in the box. She put it under her chin. Insane. Skylar got it bad. We want to know exactly who the fuck this is. Spike Lou, I don't know if you noticed this. If you look in the background of that picture, there's a Cowboys helmet. Like
I
on
did
the
not know
wall. On the wall. It looks like they're at a sports bar, and then you can see the image of the Cowboys helmet with the star on it, and underneath it says Dallas. You can't see the other team, but that is in there over Ted's left shoulder.
that. Oh, I do see it. Yeah, I see it.
So yeah, shout out
That's
to you,
good
Spike Lee.
attention to
Be on trash.
detail right there.
I'm an observant nigga.
Facts.
Hank stops by to talk to Skylar while she's in her daydream about Ted. You can feel the awkwardness. You can tell that they don't spend much one-on-one time with each other. Yeah, we're in-laws and we got love for each other, but we don't really hang out. You know what I mean? So, and I know why you here. And Hank pretty much is like, listen, I want to talk to you about Marie. He sits down, he gets back up. I'm here for self-preservation. Please call her back as a favor to me. To which Skylar is pissed off. She also tells him that, I don't know if you noticed, but Marie's a shoplifter. Hank is on some man shit. If I knew you knew, if I knew he was going to return that, I wouldn't even done it. Which alludes that he knew, which obviously we get more into the story. If you didn't pick it up earlier, he's aware that Marie is a shoplifter. Dave,
Klepto.
who was mentioned earlier, klepto. Dave, who he mentioned earlier, is her therapist to get them through it. And we have 6 classes left. Skylar doesn't like this, and she says she's the one that needs support. I'm almost 40. I'm pregnant. I'm broke. My husband doesn't talk to me. My son is moody. He doesn't talk to me. My water heater is fucked up, which, once again, that was an ad lib line. And that water heater ended up playing a role in this series. They used it. They liked it so much that they made a whole little story around it, just to draw it back. So once again, just in their bag in the real time moment when we switch things up on the fly. You come to, I got all this shit going on. You talking about holla at Marie, call her back, man. Fuck you. And I love the way it ended with Hank just kind of giving her the church hug. Like, you want me to look at that utility closet? Like, I don't know what else to tell you.
This is how we do it in North Carolina.
Let's start with the Ted part of this. Once again, we don't know who this is. We only know because we've seen the series, but we see this photo. You could tell right away. A, first, why do you have this photo still? You got me fucked up. And B, from the way she's looking at it, you know this is somebody significant in her life. And we as viewers know, I don't think I've ever seen Skylar smile that hard as she was in that picture. She's never smiled that hard once in this show, in these 8 episodes, as she was in that picture with Ted. Ted is a legend. What did y'all think about y'all first appearance of Ted, technically? And also, Hank coming by asking her to call Marie back.
Great way to plant the seed for Ted when he finally does pop up on screen. Good point in what you said. Biggest smile you ever seen from her. Then overall, she's not happy in this. Like they doing this thing, her and Walt. It ain't necessarily that she wants to leave him, but she's not happy. And that's, I feel like, her reflecting on her happiness, which I can't blame her for. That's fine. I struggle back and forth with the scene with Hank and Skylar and who I felt more sorry for. Being a man, I know the position that Hank is in. Like, you happy wife, happy life. Look, bro, my wife is wilding because she ain't talked to you. Let me go over here and see if I can, fix this. But also I understand where Skylar coming from. It's like, fuck her. Like, I'm like, bitch, why? But one, you buy my daughter a tiara. Like, what the fuck is she gonna do with this? I'm broke. I can go get the little bread off this and get the water heater fixed or whatever it may be. So I get where she's coming from when Marie living this, oh, woe is me life, and nobody's considering Skylar. So I kind of get both of them. And I think they did a great job in this scene in like leaving you on the fence with who's wrong and who's right here.
Hank just trying to get some. Like the cook the cookie store is closed clearly. Like he needs us to be good at his job. I feel like, I do. I think that's why he letting her
Would you have
still.
did this as a husband, Mo?
I
Your
mean,
wife didn't shut you down.
I mean, yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
That's why I ain't married.
This is like when Ari went to go make things up with Lloyd's boyfriend in Entourage.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
Bro, the fact that you heartbroken got me my whole day to day fucked up, bro.
Hey, listen.
I need you to get back in this shit.
For real. Like sometimes you got to get out your comfort zone. You got to do what you got to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Tony Soprano said it best, man. You do what you got to do to keep your dick up, man. Now he wasn't talking in that context. He was talking about obviously a racket, but still it applies. I wanted to bring some actually.
I'm gonna use the first.
What?
I'm gonna use the first Succession quote crossover.
Okay.
I told him like Logan Roy, oh y'all can fuck off.
That's hilarious. I gotta watch it. I started the show. I got to like episode 3, but I never finished it.
Oh, I can't wait till you do.
I did, but I did watch Billions. I don't know if I told you that. I did watch Billions. So
you finished it?
Yeah, excellent.
Great show.
Excellent.
Axe is a legendary character.
Oh yeah, I love that dude. Like I said,
sidebar for y'all. Sorry, y'all. Little sidebar. Axe is a great character. They messed it up. Even though I like the character, when they brought your boy in, I can't even think of his name.
Mike
Pence.
No, that's a vice president.
Oh, that's the president.
Was it Pierce or?
I'll find out.
When they brought him in,
Prince,
it gave it a
Prince.
different
It was
flavor.
Mike Prince.
Axe was so good it made me not like him, but he did a good job too.
Mike Prince was never as bad as people was making him though. They were trying to gas him so hard.
Yeah, it was
I really like.
a lot of gas on.
I like. He really wasn't that bad. Like I really like dude for real. But
yeah, you follow that. That's the equivalent of following Bernie Mac. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to go on after Bernie Mac perform. You following Axe, you already gonna have people just like, nah, I ain't fucking with it. So it kind of is what it is. But Billions is great. What's the point of having fuck you money if you never say fuck you?
Say fuck you.
But what I wanted to say,
one of my favorite moments.
Yeah, but also Hank is wearing an orange shirt again. So he wore an orange striped shirt earlier. He's wearing an orange shirt again with thin stripes. Now it says here, I just wanted to do the color thing. So in Breaking Bad, orange defines danger or anything that is a threat to Walter White. And then I actually looked up the purple real quick. I know Spike sent it to us, but it says purple symbolizes her, and obviously her obsession, false sense of control, hypocrisy, representing royalty and privilege while masking her kleptomania and denial.
Jesse Carr orange.
Aha. So again, then it means danger or anything that is a threat to Walter White.
Interesting.
So we'll keep that. We'll keep our eye on that color scheme.
Very interesting. We move on to the next scene. We have a little small montage of Walt breaking down the beans and putting it into the crystal after he processes them into Ryzen. Him and Jesse arrange their plan, kind of figure out what's what, and they sell the 4 pounds. They give a sample, tell them, hey, this is his new formula. That's that. Hank calls Walt while they're in the process of talking about this. And I thought Jesse did make a good point. Like, what did we say when he asked what's new about it? It just shows you that Jesse is picking up, even if it's subconsciously, ask another question. Shout out to Spike Lee. Like, let me just make sure that I'm thinking this plan out. Since you grilled me earlier, I want to make sure I have all my bases covered. While they're sitting there discussing this, Hank calls Walt, and they did a great job of making it seem like something happened, right? We know we know Walt is worried about his family. We know he knows about the Tuco thing, and we see Hank with the police sirens in the background, or police lights, should I say. We hear him with the somber voice, and then it's funny because once he find out it's about, oh, I said some shit to Skyler, this nigga walk, man, fuck that. I thought it was something real. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about her tears and shit like that. It should be all right. Once again, Walt ain't shit. But Hank sends Walt a photo of the crime scene that he's at, and he quickly realizes or recognizes the two people in there, Nodos and Gonzo, and he says since Gonzo's dead, or he didn't say it, but they assume since Gonzo's dead, that means Tuco's after us. Walt took Jesse's gun, which I thought was hilarious, and Jesse grabs his stash in order to leave town. What do you think about them setting up this plan? Hank sending that picture, which is also just crazy. You just texting motherfuckers photos from crime scenes. That's insane. And then also the despair that they feel they're in because, hey, if you kill Gonzo, that means we next.
It's too convenient. Again, it's like, why would Hank send this to Walter?
Trying to show off.
Nah,
Mhm.
nah. I feel like him saying what he witnessed would be realistic. Him sending a picture just feels so out of the Hank realm. As much as he's a jokester and all that he is, it's like, hey, look at this, check this out. Like, why this scene? How many you've been knowing Walt for so long? Why this scene particularly to send a picture off your flip phone?
Because this was unusual, and I want to look cool to the nerdy guy. This is what I get to deal with every day at work. I wouldn't send him a regular crime scene photo. I would send him some unusual freak accident like this and make him think that my job is cool.
It's just too convenient, bro. Like it's just
There is
too,
a
Wouldn't
convenience
that
to it. You're not wrong when you say
it's
that,
like
but
all right, like I get it to
it's
move the plot, but like come on, like nah.
wouldn't that contradict your whole point of I don't think highly enough to even include you? Or
I
do you
still want
think
to look
maybe it's
cool to you though.
you think it's
Yeah, I
more
still want to
sympathy?
look.
Like you live such a
Yeah, you
lame
don't get
lifestyle.
to
Let me
see
spice
shit.
it up a
Yeah,
little
like
bit.
look here.
Yeah, no, I
Look,
get.
you go to school and talk to kids every day. You're like, look, this is fun shit. Just like when he had the gun out around Junior.
No, I know, I get it, I get that. But to me, it makes more sense if he's telling him about what he witnessed, or if he just shows him the picture, like in his phone, or show him some photos. But him sending it just felt it was too oddly like I talk about Mike Ehrmantraut. It was just too oddly like on point to move the plot. And it's like, but I mean, they get away from this where they start obviously tightening up. But again, this is another one of the things I'm like, all right, this is overly convenient, like to me. So I get it. And why are you so excited to
There's a
send this to
little
Walt? Like,
there's a little TV magic in there. I will agree with you there, but I think they do enough work to make it be like, okay, I'll let y'all get away with that.
it's fine. I can live with it, but it's just like, come on, I gotta call it what it
Gotcha.
is.
Gotcha. Walt be
Fair
whipping
enough.
that. Well, never mind.
He was though.
I'm talking about the Aztec. We'll get right into it.
Yeah, I
Walt
was gonna
rushed
say when he
home.
got
Yeah,
Yeah, he
he
we
was
was.
there.
whipping the
We there right
Aztec.
now. Whipping
He
the
was
Aztec
whipping the
back to the
Aztec,
crib.
bruh.
He comes to the house asking or calling for Skylar, calling for Walter Jr., which I never really mentioned this yet. How bogus it is that they call him Walter Jr. You got to give Junior a nickname. I'm a junior myself, and they never called me Kyron Jr.
He got a
It was
nickname.
always some little nickname.
What they call
Huh?
you?
It's Finn. That's fine.
Finn.
Finn, yeah. They
Who
call him
when?
Finn. They
Since
call him
when?
Finn.
Who?
She said
Who's-
it in the first season. Y'all don't remember that? Yeah, she called him Finn.
I
I don't know
remember
what that means or where that comes from, but she started calling him that in the later episodes and in some of the first few episodes.
All right, I probably missed it then. Either way, Walter Jr. is nasty.
What they
Just
call
saying
him?
that for-
WJ? Like Junior? Just call him Junior?
Just call him Junior. Call him Walt. Shit.
You can't call him
Just
Walt.
something.
Like, come on.
Why not?
She call him Walt.
Call him
Call
Walter.
him Deuce. Deuce.
Yeah, and that,
I
they
always
ain't that
thought
cool. They
I
ain't
thought
that cool
Deuce was
for
a
that
cool
shit.
nickname. for
Call him
Junior.
Doug.
Yeah, they ain't that cool for that shit. Either way, Hank finds Skylar in the tub. Walt Jr. is supposedly having dinner at Lewis's house. She makes a remark to Hank that asking, well, where you been this time? Pretty much, I'm on to your bullshit. I know you've been lying. And kind of sarcastically mentioned, yep, I've been at the
Go
house
walked off.
all day by myself. Yep.
He
Uh,
walked off on.
he walked off on her because
Uh,
he was trying to hide his cash and the gun as he's also collecting money. And she is calling for him as he walks off, which once again, you can understand as much as we give Skylar a hard time. Walt been fucking disrespecting her
Yeah.
in her face all episode.
For sure,
So
for
I
sure.
kinda get it.
He's
So I
acting like a
understand it.
weirdo. He's
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
acting like a weirdo. And why do you
Yeah.
hide your money right there?
He
Like,
don't
come on, bro.
I mean, again, it's symbolism. It's no street smarts.
Hiding money though?
I think
Nigga,
and I
And
think
no
I-
street smarts. Like this is
not
you.
safe, nigga.
That's true.
he doesn't think much about Skylar. I think that's part of it too. Same way nobody
Nosy
thinks
as
much about
his
him.
wife is. As
That's
up
the
her
thing.
like as nosy as she is, you hiding the money right there. Then you put it like, come on.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. It's kind of wild. What y'all think about this scene though? As he comes home and Skylar's trying to talk, and he's just thinking about his money and the gun.
This is why
Obviously,
you
we know
can't.
why.
This is why people who you're intimately close with have to know what you do if you want them to give you the space to operate. Like her not knowing that he's a drug dealer now at this point is a detriment to him. Because now I'm having to be vague and be even more suspicious to you and cause disruptions in my household because I'm out here sneaking around selling meth. And this was a perfect opportunity to tell her. I don't know what he thought would happen. I know that's not realistic for this TV show, but this is where it comes into a full steam ahead in the sense of, all right, something going on, bro. Like you said, Rich, when she asked him, like, bro, where was you at this time? You a school teacher, bro. There's no excuse for you to be out this late.
Not to mention, you're not even working right now, so you really
Oh,
ain't got no
he ain't
reason.
teaching right now?
Yeah, remember at the meeting
Yeah,
last
they put him on a
episode,
leave.
season one
They
finale.
took him on leave.
Remember he's
Yeah,
on a
so
leave.
what do you do out? What do you do all day?
That's why it's even more crazy. You don't even have the cover of your regular 9 to 5. Like you literally don't have any kind of. If you're not going to a doctor's appointment, you have
That's
nowhere
a
to be.
hole in
So
this. That's a hole
See,
in
that's
this.
why the
Now
time.
that y'all say that, I don't
That's
like
why
it.
the time jump would have worked better.
Yeah.
Because then it would have been like, oh, he had the time off. Now he's going back to work, but he's not really going back to work. That's just what he told her.
Yeah, like just not having a job and her not knowing where you at all day, that's not gonna fly
Nah,
for 2 days with your wife.
bruh.
I've been in enough relationships at least to know that. Like,
Come on.
fuck you been at for 8 hours, nigga. I ain't
Facts.
heard from you. Are you serious?
Facts.
Yeah,
You got kids, and
that's
we got
real.
kids together. Come on.
Yeah.
See, and that's the thing. I can't remember at what point does this conversation happen between the two of them. I don't even remember if this season. But
Yeah.
I feel like it has to happen this season, right? It has to. Skylar has to approach him
That
about
come
this
up.
because
Yeah. It's too
otherwise it's going to
obvious
be
already in episode
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
The show's too good for that. And once again,
Facts.
like it's still not even anywhere near to where it goes. Like it's just crazy. Um,
And like Mo said too, real quick, you burning this real thin on this cancer
Real
shit,
quick.
bro. Like all these phone calls, you not answering, you've been gone for like all the cancer shit. Okay, I get it. I feel sorry for you. You shouldn't have to go through it like she said earlier, but come on, bro. How much I'm supposed to like believe in this shit? So yeah.
we flash back to the crime scene where Hank and Gonzo are. Hank and Gomez. Hank recognizes Gonzo and Nodos, and then realizes quickly, I don't see any bullet holes, exit wounds. Gonzo wasn't murdered; he was accidentally killed. Which once again, I said there was some foreshadowing when we saw those cars move as he was moving Nodos' body in the opening scene. Um, he got stuck in here and he ended up bleeding out, which is why he's dead right now. Which means that Walt and Jesse are in a frenzy for nothing. Hank's sick ass took a photo with Gonzo's body. Worst type of motherfucker, man. Like worst type of dude. And you see stuff like that. Like if anybody's seen One Battle After Another, there's a scene where Tiana Taylor's character, she's captured. It's not really a spoiler. It happens in the first 15 minutes of the movie. But she's captured, and then you see cops like trying to take a picture with her, trying to pose. You see that all the time. We see it in not all the time, man. It's like a
Shit, they
trophy
did it with
almost.
Pablo
Yeah,
Escobar on the roof. Yeah.
yeah. They do it with everybody, man.
Saddam. Yeah.
So, yeah. What do we think about this realization that Tuco didn't murder Gonzo? Gonzo probably just tried to move his boy out because he thought it was messed up. He left him in the junkyard and it ended up bleeding out.
An interesting pivot that like opens up a, for us as viewers a very entertaining string of events. Like the way they pivot that, like it could have done like a normal TV show. This is why Breaking Bad and Vince Gilligan is so good at what he does. They could have done it like a normal TV show. Tuco was what they thought paranoid, killed him. Now he coming to kill us, and we got to figure out how to get out of this and kill him or whatever. But the fact that he went to go move the body, got killed accidentally, and now everybody thinks his different perception of everyone else speaks to the depth of this show and what makes it as good as it is. Because they could have went an easier route with this.
Fair enough. Mo, what say you?
That was pretty dope. Like, just not because when you see him dead, it's like, oh, what happened? And then you get to this reveal. It's like, oh wow, you know what I mean? So it was interesting. That's pretty much it. I thought that was interesting. Like they kind of took artistic liberties to not show us the death until this moment. And it's like, damn, I thought it was all good. So yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a setup thinking Tuco really did it, and then you realize, oh, he didn't do it. Oh, once again, Tuco's rational enough to where you probably need to start planning this anyway. But at the moment, you are freaking out about nothing, and it's spilling over into your personal life. And as we get into this next scene, it's really gonna come to a head for episode 2. So we go back to Walt and Skylar. Skylar's in the tub, and she's just trying to get Walt to talk to her. Just talk to me. Just tell me what's going on. You're going for all hours of the day. You're not telling me where you are. We've already went through the group therapy thing, where the therapist told you specifically it might help you if you at least just include them in what you're doing. They ain't even got to be with you. Tell your family what you're doing. Involve them a little bit more. Walt continues to ignore all this. We know why, but Skylar doesn't. As he's trying to explain, he sees some lights pull up. He's thinking it's Tuco or somebody associated with him. Goes to the window, sees Jesse's car. I forgot he even got a phone call first. So once again, Skylar's suspecting something. Your phone ringing, all this other shit. He goes outside, questions Jesse as to why he's there, and then realizes Tuco's in the back seat with that whopper. Makes Walt get in, and that is how the episode ends. What do we think about this closing scene as Walt is now abducted as we roll into the second episode?
That's what you get,
Jesse's
bitch.
hey, Jesse's expression, bro, like it's crazy because this is the last scene, and in the first scene was Walter and Jesse in the car, and Jesse had this scared look about how much Walter said he needed to have 737, and then you get this same scene back with Jesse in the car, but this time Tuco's in there, and you get this like even more of a scary look, and it was brilliant. Like I really liked it. And this
It was
is
great expression acting.
yes, absolutely. Look, he's killing it.
Great expression action. Do definitely agree with that. One of the great moments in this series and how they tell stories and why we appreciate it so much in the sense of this is one of the best shows that leave you as a viewer in like, okay, shit, what's gonna happen now? Because now we watching this, we thinking about the conversation that he's having with Skyler on the inside, and this nigga just pulled off. Like, well, how is that gonna play out? Tuco in the backseat with a gun, like is he gonna shoot them? Like that they do one of the best jobs. Like I think Prison Break is up there with it too. But they put you in a position as a viewer where you're like, holy shit, how are they going to like continue this? Like it's the first episode. And they in the car with the crazy dude, and he got a gun. And he didn't kill the other dude, but we found out he didn't. But like, how do you get out of this? And then leaving it right there, going to the next episode, brilliance, as you said, Mo.
Yeah, this is how true crime stories. Those if you listen to true crime podcasts, this is how they say when they talk about motherfuckers like I literally was just talking. I was in the tub and we were talking. He got up, didn't say a word, went outside, and
And
I
I
haven't
never
seen him
seen him
since. Like that's how that shit kind of starts, and it's
Facts.
wild when you think about it, man. But like you said, great TV, especially when you think about the time. It's 2009. This is I think it is important to highlight. This show premieres a year after Sopranos goes off the air. So you kind of take some of those elements and you
Really?
yeah, because you got to think Sopranos ended in '07, Breaking Bad debuted in '08, and people were
I don't think
yearning for that good prestige TV. I know there were good shows out there, but they were looking for that next thing that involves an anti-hero and just how much this took the space of it. What were you about to say?
yeah. I didn't watch this in real time now that I remember. I binged these first
Mm,
couple of seasons. I started watching it in real time in season 3.
okay, got you.
So yeah,
That's probably the best season to start in real time, or actually maybe
facts.
the worst.
So what?
The
What?
You
worst
really,
because you had to
yeah,
wait for it.
yeah, you had to
How
wait for that.
how did you binge it? Did you grab DVDs or what was the at that time?
I had a burnt DVD. And they said at that time, like I grew
Yeah, no, we was there. We was there.
back in the golden era. No, yeah, it was a burnt DVD. The
Okay.
first season I had on burnt DVD, and then the second season, one of the things that made this show so popular as well, that people attribute to it's been on Netflix. Like
They were
it was on
one of
Netflix
the
very
earliest.
early.
Hmm.
Very
So
early.
I
I
remember
watched it then.
I had the DVD of the first season. Somebody convinced me to buy it, watched it, then watched the rest of the second season on Netflix, and then I started watching it on A&E or whatever the fuck it come on.
Nah,
AMC.
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 AMC
Y'all
had
know
one
this
of
was
the best
supposed to be an
runs of all
HBO
time.
show.
Yeah,
They it should
We
have.
talked about
It
that,
should have been. It should have been.
man,
Yeah.
fucked up the bag. Um, any other thoughts on this final scene?
Great TV, man.
Excellent.
television.
Great
Great
cliffhanger.
television. So that brings us to an end of this episode, 737.
I'm excited to
But
watch the next episode, to be honest with you.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, same. Next episode, I remember it being good. I remember.
That's one of my favorite things about reviewing this, and it got like this with The Sopranos too. Even though I've watched The Sopranos several times over, when I get to talk about it with you guys, and then you thinking about, I know what happens next, but I'm not sure. So I'd be
Mhm.
excited to remember once I'm watching it, like, oh yeah, this is like this happened. Because I have no clue what happens next.
Yeah,
I
me
remember the
neither.
premise. I remember the premise, but I don't remember what happened at the end. So that's the exciting part, like I said earlier. So I agree with you there, Spike Lou. But before we get out of here, we obviously need to do some rankings. We told y'all we probably gonna get rid of favorite quote because it's not a very much. It's not a. It's not a very quotable show. So Mo gave the suggestion that we just talk about favorite conversation. So what was your favorite conversation in this episode?
Mine was Hank and Skylar.
Same for me. Same for me.
I think it's so good that you know people hate Skylar, hate Carmela. It's a typical thing. But like these are moments where it's like, you know what? She makes a fair point. She makes a good case.
Mhm.
And how she was giving it up in that scene where it's just like, you want me to do what? You want me to do her a favor? Like, let me tell you what I got going on. And so I think that conversation was the strongest conversation, and they were cooking. So
I agree with you 100%. Spike Lou, what about you?
Jesse and Walt about the gun. It's so much foreshadowing into how their relationship is, how thought out that Walt is, how he don't make irrational decisions for the most part, and they really spoke to his character.
bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Was that it? You
He
good?
drop
Yes, that
off.
was it.
He drop
I
off.
just had to sneeze. Yeah,
That sneeze knocked
That
the
sneeze-
words out this nigga. Hey, I'm weak. Nigga, I'm expecting him to keep
It
talking.
knocked the
All right.
words out of him.
that was one of
hilarious.
those. That was one of those build-up sneezes.
Hey,
But
for
no,
real, for real.
that was it. That was
You
it.
know, when you got to duck to the side, that shit real.
Yeah, it's
Man.
real for real.
That was a really good foreshadowing of the relationship moving forward.
I got you. Yeah, like I said, I agree with Mo. I'm with the Skylar and Hank conversation. Best scene. What was the best scene in the episode for you?
That was some really good scenes this episode.
Yeah, I'm going to. I know this wasn't my favorite conversation, but I'm going to go with the what Spike Lou just mentioned. The scene when Walt and Jesse are arguing about what they're going to do about Tuco. Jesse just revealed he bought a gun. He pulls it out. Walt's like, "No, we're not doing this." And everything Spike Lou just said, really, just the dynamic between their relationship. If y'all remember, I think it might have been episode 2 or 3. One of Jesse and Walt's first fights. That was my favorite scene in that as well because it was such the foreshadowing of this odd relationship that they have. It's not really a power struggle, but it is a respect struggle from Jesse's standpoint.
Facts.
And Walt always having the upper hand. And if I don't have the upper hand, which we'll see when Jesse meets someone that kind of completes him, I'm gonna find a way to get that upper hand back. Like, bro, this is a death row contract. Like, we in this. Like, ain't no leaving, bro. So him always wanting to make sure he has that control just shows the narcissist in Walt and that weird dynamic and that roller coaster of a relationship that we'll see throughout those between both of them.
I actually do have the gun scene with them too because Jesse made a lot of great points. And even though Walt challenged him, I think he made a good point. It's like either way it goes, even if I don't know how to use this gun or I ain't never, shot somebody to that degree. Like, bro, we got to come up with something because like he's coming for us. And so for me, that scene was really good. And Walt having to eventually we get it to play out later when he started realizing he's been watched too. But that scene right there, like Jesse again, Spike felt like he was an idiot in that scene, which now when you make the sense of just leave, that could be true. But also if you're gonna stay in it, I think he was proactive. So that
toes down.
Yeah.
You ain't no gangster, nigga. Get out of here. Get out of town, nigga. I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about Jess. But my favorite scene was the last scene. You know what I'm saying? Like the last scene. That
It's a
that
great
that
scene.
not
It's
a
a
lot
great
of
scene.
words said, very direct and to the point. Get in the car. It's gonna be trouble for you and your family. I already got this nigga right here at gunpoint. You can't do shit. Which I don't know why. He could have ran slick if Walt wanted to. But I mean, they do know where his house is. So I guess that's one thing about it. But
Yeah,
yeah, the
yeah.
last scene for me. Last scene.
I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. Um, who took the half measure this episode?
I got Walter.
You got Walt.
Yeah, gotta go Walter.
Mm.
Jesse has been telling you what it is. You still didn't think nothing of it. You trying to go home and ride off your erection of smashing your wife, not thinking they could come to your crib and surveillance the situation. And when they did, now you staying up all night, you sleeping in your dirty ass Timbs or your dirty ass hiking boots and
Dockers.
your
It's
Dockers and Izod, and and you're waiting around. You know what I mean? You're waiting around. It's like you really don't know what you're into for real. For real, you talking about if I could do this for this, like bro, you were never going to reach $737,000 with Tuco. Like you're never going to get there. So Walt by far took the half measure.
I'm going Hank. My
Mm.
wife not fucking with me. I had to pull out the bankroll to pay the little boy for the car for no fucking reason, just because my wife is crazy. I had to go talk to Skylar, and I didn't want to do that because my wife is crazy. I done tipped off Heisenberg, not even knowing because he's my brother-in-law with the pictures and shit like that, helping
Facts.
him get his shit together. Like Hank had a bad episode in
That's a
my
really
opinion.
good point, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep mine brief. Gonzo. It's a whack way to go out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it
Getting
is.
beat to death or
Trying to
the shit falling on
no,
you.
no those who got beat to death. The shit falling on you. Like you trying to do the respectful thing. Make sure your man has a proper burial. You can't leave him out there in the junkyard like that. You know, he's part of the crew. You mean more than that. You go retrieve his body and end up dying yourself because of a malfunction. That's as half measure as it gets.
Facts.
Who's the MVP? Who took the full measure this episode?
Tuco.
Mm.
This nigga talking crazy. Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm stupid or they stupid? I'm
Hey,
gonna beat the shit out of
that
you.
might be the answer, bro.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of you and make them figure it out after I beat the shit out of you and send you back to move the body. And once that shit don't go right, pulling up on both of y'all, asking y'all what the fuck happened. Yeah, he took a full measure this episode.
I'm gonna go Skyler.
That's a good
That's
one.
my answer. That's my answer. Skyler.
Well, go ahead. You elaborate, if you don't say something, I'll piggyback.
You just see Skylar slowly but surely putting the pieces together. You see her kind of retrieving control of her own life, and I think that Ted scene with the picture kind of indicates that. Like, if I can't get the happiness that I'm looking for from my husband, then I'm gonna start imagining and possibly manifesting the happiness that I deserve. I'm
Jesus.
sitting here pregnant. I know it's crazy, right? I'm embracing the fact that you full of shit. Like, we don't have to play this. We don't have to do the song and dance anymore about where you make up this lie and I sit there and smile and act like I believe it. Like, I'm figuring all this shit out. Hank's gonna come over unannounced. I'm gonna stand up to him, make sure he know he full of shit. Um, Not the best episode because once again, Walt's still ignoring you. Walt disappears, which we don't see the aftermath yet. But I do like the fact that she is at least trying to stick up for herself, trying to take some control back when it comes to this whole situation that she's in. Because she don't even know what the fuck's going on. She can only assume. So I'm gonna give it to Skylar. Tuco's a strong one though.
Yeah, it is. You said everything, so yeah.
All right. And then the ranking of the episodes. This is the mid pack, which is the lowest level. The 96.2 chili powder, or is this the blue magic? How do you rate this episode?
It's not blue magic. It's close, but it's not.
Okay,
good.
so I that's why I was teetering between that. I gotta go 96.2 the chili powder pack.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I gotta go with chili powder.
It's a good
pack, too.
episode.
I can't wait to see, and I know there are more episodes, but how many mid packs to high packs that this has versus good earners.
Yeah, it probably won't be
I
too
think
many.
that'll be a good. That's why I think it'll be a good conversation when we
Yeah.
get finished
Well,
with this to have.
Absolutely.
Because I want to know
it's
how many made, quote unquote, to take something from Good Earnest episodes that this has.
yeah, from a percentage perspective, that's interesting
Yeah.
because I'll tell y'all right now. I don't know if I've ever seen this before. I had to go and do some digging and some research. They cut season 5, which is the final season, into 2 parts.
Mm-hmm.
Every episode of that second part is a fucking Blue Magic episode.
How many
See, I
episodes
can't
is
wait to
it?
get there because have y'all been grading this a little harder though,
Yeah,
based
absolutely.
off doing The
Yeah,
Sopranos?
I think you have to.
Because I
Yeah.
know because
You have
I'm
to.
grading it harder because I'm not as familiar with it. Because I
There's
know this
that.
shit.
There's that.
And
I
I think
know
that's
this
gonna
shit
play
turns
into
phenomenal, and I'm waiting for it because I can't remember when it happened. But there's a moment in this show where it's literally episode
everything
after
changes.
episode after episode. Like
Facts.
it doesn't miss, and I don't know when that switch happens. I think I
It's like
called it
damn near
last
a whole
episode.
season of that.
Yeah,
It's
that's what
like
I'm saying.
damn near a whole season of that.
Yeah,
I think you have to in the sense that I look at Sopranos as the foundation of all this. Like they are the OG of all of it. So it's like if they the OG and they, the pioneer is the first one through the door, right?
no doubt.
So that means they have all the risk. They can get greeted with a handshake through that door. They can also get shot through that door, but they the first one through the door.
Facts.
So
Fair.
this scale will have to be a little bit tougher, for me at least personally. But
So it is kind of a curve.
yeah, it is a little bit of a curve. But I am being unbiased. I'm not basing it in the sense to Sopranos. I'm looking at it just from a viewer standpoint. That was something I was going to ask Rich. How many episodes is in season 6? I mean 5. Would you say it's split?
Yeah, 16, I believe. Yeah, because every season 1 has 7, 2, 3, and 4 have 13. Season 5 has 16. It's split 8 and 8.
Yeah, you think that was inspired by Sopranos at all, or you think that was just it fit for them?
Well,
To...
potentially, I don't know. I haven't looked up anything, so it could potentially be maybe an homage. But also, I think that's what shows did back in this era, especially
Okay.
when you knew you were ending. Like you would give the people part of it up front and then part of
Stretch
it
out
later.
the
Even
season.
today, right? I think you see they doing that with Stranger Things, and that's
That's
not
true.
even a traditional show
Yeah.
on Netflix. They part 1 of the last season here, part 2 now. It's probably strategic just to keep the conversation going.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of it's network shit.
Okay.
So when they negotiate, certain money has to be made. When you have a hit show like that, everything gets more expensive. Your new season usually means a new contract. And if we call this season 6, we're gonna be paying y'all out of the fucking park. So we just call we're gonna keep it season 5 and just split it in 2 parts. I
Yeah.
think that's what happened with Sopranos. if
That's
I'm not mistaken.
definitely what happened with Sopranos.
Yeah, yeah. So that's also a big part of it. But that's it, y'all. That's the episode. Season 2, episode 1, 737. We got that in the books. We will be back next week with season 2, episode 2. Until then, please remember to like, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Email us, write us on Instagram. At this point, I should have this shit down. I should have written it in my notes, but I always forget it. No more half measures pod at gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
NM, hold on. NM,
HM.
NM, HM. No
Underscore.
more. Yeah. NMHM underscore.
Breaking
Go
Bad
ahead,
Pod.
Mo. Fuck.
NMHM underscore Breaking Bad Pod on Instagram. Hey man, we a team, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man.
Yes,
Teamwork
sir.
makes the dream work, as they say.
Facts.
But definitely appreciate y'all, brothers. Appreciate y'all for listening out there.
Appreciate you,
We'll
bro.
see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.